For this example of the law of cosines, we're going to see the second case where we have side, side, side. Here I have the information for the triangle, and the instructions are solve the triangle. Okay, we're going to solve the triangle, which means find everything that's missing. So let's label this triangle A, B, C. A is 12, so that's the side directly across angle A. B is 14, that's the side directly across angle B, and C is 9, which is the side directly across angle C. And now we have side, side, side. So we're going to use law of cosines. We can't use law of sines. We don't have enough information for it. So with the law of cosines, what we're going to do is we're going to find an angle this time. So that means we have to solve for either cosine of A, cosine of B, or cosine of C. So that means you can use any of these three. You choose which angle do you want to solve first. Now, this is some advice I'm going to give you. Remember what I said in the last video about the sides corresponding with the angles. The longest side in the triangle, in this case, this side which measures 14, this is side B. This longest side of the triangle tells me that angle B will be the largest angle in the triangle. Now, that gives me some suspicion that angle B might be obtuse. Okay, so if this angle might be obtuse, I'm not going to use the law of sines to find it, because sine will not give me an output, never less that's greater than 90. So keeping that in mind, I should just get rid of this problem or this preoccupation and just solve for this angle using the cosine law right from the get-go, and then I don't have to worry about it anymore. Okay, so I'm going to look for angle B, and to do that we're going to need this one, which has cosine of B. So B squared, let's write this, B squared is equal to A squared plus C squared minus 2 times A times C cosine of angle B. Now we want to isolate cosine of B. We want to isolate this. So to do that, we're going to subtract A squared and C squared from both sides of the equation, and that gives us B squared minus A squared minus C squared equals negative 2AC cosine of B. We're still not done isolating cosine of B. We have to divide. To isolate cosine of B, I have to get rid of negative 2AC that's in front of cosine. And to do that, we divide both sides by negative 2AC. And there you've isolated cosine of B. So cosine of B, always write the variable you're looking for on the left side of the equation, will be equal to this, which is B squared minus A squared minus C squared over negative 2AC. And now that we've isolated it, we can go ahead and solve for cosine of B. Let's plug in our values. B squared would be 14 squared minus A squared, which is 12 squared, minus C squared, which is 9 squared. All of that I'm going to divide by negative 2 times A, which is 12, times C, which is 9. And you will get a value of 0.1343. Now to find the measure of angle B, we do the inverse cosine of that value that we found, 0.1343. And you will get an angle of 82.3 degrees for angle B. Notice, angle B turned out to be an acute angle, not obtuse, but it is the largest angle in the triangle. Okay, now that we have one of the angles, we can find the other angle by using the law of sines, and we don't have to worry about if this angle is obtuse or not, because there's only one obtuse angle in the whole triangle, and the one we suspected to be obtuse isn't. So I have found the largest angle in this triangle, so I don't have to worry about where I'm going to use the law of sines. Okay, so let's go ahead and find angle C now, or you can go ahead and find angle A. I just decided to find angle C. So to find angle C, I'm going to write C sine of C, which equals B sine of B, because that's the information I have available. So to isolate sine of C, I'm going to cross multiply here and here. So on this side, I'm left with C sine of B equal to B sine of C. And then I divide both sides by B, and that gives you that sine of C is equal to C sine of B over B. And that equals C, which is 9, times the sine of angle B, which is 82.3, everything divided by 14. So sine of C is equal to 0.6371. That means that the measure of angle C is the inverse sine of 6371, which is 39.6 degrees. That's the measure of angle C. I have the measure of angle B, I have measure of angle C. All I need now is the measure of angle A, which is just taking 180 and subtracting 39.6 plus 82.3. So the measure of angle A is equal to 58 degrees. Okay? And there you have solved the whole triangle. You're done. You have all three sides, you have all three angles. I hope you understood it. Go back and try to do it on your own and have fun with this. There are a lot of practice problems in your book. I'll see you.